There's one vital difference between you feeling unmotivated to work out and excited to train. You're probably expecting the reason to be your sleep, nutrition, or maybe stress, but it's actually something you can fix far more quickly than your entire lifestyle. Your goals. When you feel unmotivated to work out, it's easy to skip the gym for days, weeks, or even months. This means progress stops and you go backwards. My clients get consistent results because we make their goals deeper, and you can do the same thing. In this video, we'll focus on the 3 key questions I ask my clients and a bonus 4th question which makes the difference when motivation is low. A deep goal gets you training on the days where it's hard. You currently have surface goals, and that's why you aren't consistently motivated. Question 1 is, why is your surface goal really important to you? This is where you must start to get from your surface goal to your deep goal. But first, it's important to understand what I mean by surface and deep goals. I call basic goals surface goals because they're shallow and don't get across what's really important to you. Do you relate to any of these surface goals? I most frequently hear, I want to lose weight, I want to tone up, or I want to get stronger. You might think these sound pretty common, and you're right, they are. But think about it, lacking motivation and being inconsistent in the gym is also common. Having worked as a PT for 16 years, I know that these are linked. You must not settle for surface goals if you want to feel consistently motivated. Deep goals go further and tap into what's genuinely important to you. A real client went from I want to lose weight to I want to be able to take my wife to dinner without feeling embarrassed trying to fit onto a small chair. Can you see the difference between the surface goal and the deep goal? You have to avoid surface goals if you want to feel motivated on imperfect days. So back to question 1, why is this important to you? When you answer this question, you have to be honest with yourself. Most people do know the real reason for their surface goal, but it can be uncomfortable to address. Maybe you hate looking at yourself in the mirror. Maybe you feel like a bad parent because you can't keep up with your kids. Maybe you wish you could climb a set of stairs without feeling embarrassed, sweaty, and out of breath. Once you know why your surface goal means something to you, it's time for question 2. Question 2 is, what will be different between your current self and your future self? Think about your surface goal and the answer to why it's important. Picture a version of yourself in 9 to 12 months having worked hard at your goal. What's different? Can you now look at yourself without feeling angry or sad? Can you run around with your family and be a fun parent? Can you take the stairs and it just isn't a big deal? Keep this difference in mind and let's move to question 3. Question 3 is, how will you feel when you achieve your future self? Remember the difference from question 2. Will you feel more comfortable in your own skin? Will you feel proud of yourself for being a more active parent? Will you feel less self-conscious now that stairs aren't an obstacle to be tackled? Your answers to these 3 questions are how we unlock consistent motivation. There's one reason that finding your deep goal is so important. It's easy to get to the gym on days where you're unstressed, didn't finish work late, and haven't got a to-do list as long as your arm. But how often does that realistically happen? A deep goal gets you training on the days where it's hard. Bonus question 4 is, what will you remind yourself on the harder days? Be more specific than, remember why you're doing this. Anyone could say that. Aim for an answer that combines your earlier reflections. For example, there is a future version of me who can walk past a mirror, smile, and feel comfortable and happy. See how much more powerful that is than remember why you're doing this. If this video resonated with you, let me know with a like and a comment. For more health and fitness insights delivered from experience and with integrity, subscribe to me. Thanks.